check. And it's going. Okay. Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Wow.
Oh.
I didn't know you were going to be here. Hey, we don't have a name for ourselves or this, right? I don't know. I was thinking we could make up names.
To our fans.
Yeah.
Type in the chat.
Oh, yeah. What do you think my name is? How old do you think I am?
All natural.
Well, that's a great segue.
Oh, hey.
That's a great segue into a very serious topic that has been plaguing the nation. Botox.
Mm-hmm. Botulinum toxin. Makes me think of Mar-a-Lago face.
Oh my God. It's truly the scariest thing that has happened, which is saying a lot.
I feel like I'm clanging on my necklace, so just don't mind me here first.
Clang.
Clanging on my necklace. We'll just tuck you in there. Just tuck it in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
what we should all do.
Just tuck it in. When it's clanging, you just tuck it in.
You just tuck it in.
Yeah.
I learned that from men.
Yeah. My dad. Right, so botulinum toxin.
Yeah. Did you guys know that Botox is made from a toxin that in just the smallest amounts can murder millions of people?
Yeah. It's the deadliest toxin on the planet, known to humanity.
It's wild. And then we stick it inside of our face skin.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to worry about getting older and thinking about death.
Expressing ourselves, our faces, with our faces.
Or feeling emotions.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Can maybe cut off how we feel.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? In these times?
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that. I get chronic migraines sometimes. And I know that migraine treatments can also include Botox in a particular whatever. And I was talking about that with my partner the other day, which means months ago. And and he was like, well, you remember what it does to your emotions, right? Like, don't do that. And I was, in my head, I was like, it could be really nice though right now. The horrors.
Yeah.
The horrors of the world.
Just mute it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I guess we're saying a lot of things that we should back up.
Okay, so botulinum toxin.
Yeah.
It was originally discovered.
Ooh, history.
Yeah. During it was a really bad sausage fest, and
literally.
Yeah. So in Germany, a bunch of Germans ate bad blood sausage and died. That's how it was discovered. And then scientists were like, "Huh, well, what is this curious thing happening?" And that's how they discovered this little toxin, very tiny. Also, this is a very fun fact. Okay, so this toxin, it's from Clostridium botulinum, and which sounds like a Harry Potter spell to me.
Yes.
I don't watch Harry Potter, but it sounds like it. And
sorry if this is really noisy. I can't figure out how to put it back on.
I'm really trying. It has a magnet.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue. So it sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Yay!
Yay, we did it.
Yeah, so Clostridium botulinum. It sounds like...
botulinum toxin.
Doesn't it sound like Harry Potter?
Yeah. Clostridium botulinum.
Phew! Feeling's gone.
Ooh.
It's a superpower, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it doesn't... It's like all around us. It's in the dirt all around us. Mm-hmm. And then it doesn't really come alive until all the oxygen is sucked out. Like when it's put in a can of beans. And then it wakes up and it's like yum yum, eating and feeding and pooping, and it's waste. Like, if I'm not a biologist, and
do not do your history report based on
it's
this.
It's bacteria poop, but its waste product is the toxin, so it is like bacteria poop.
So wait, I always thought that it was if oxygen was in it when they were canning it, then it would create it.
Well, maybe it's low oxygen environment.
Okay.
So meh, I
How
don't
do
know
they
much
make sure
oxygen.
that it doesn't get in? Do you know this information?
No, I don't. No, just
Nice.
wizard wands, I think is how they, yeah. That's our how food system works now.
Just for reference, we are making this in March of 2026
Yeah, in
the
America.
United States. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So little cute little bacteria poop.
okay, and then you know, it goes into canned food and it bubbles out,
Yeah.
and that's how you know
Don't eat it.
if you should eat it or not. And then if you do ingest it, then do you know what happens?
Okay, so then it goes into your body and it goes, oh, the little connection between your muscle and your nerve. And it's like snip, snip, snip. I don't want, it kills the nerves that signal, that sends signals. So it's like cutting the phone line. And that calls what's called flaccid paralysis,
Woof.
which is like, don't put that on your dating profile. And so people say relaxed muscles, but it's paralyzed because because your nerves have been destroyed and they're permanently destroyed.
Permanent. Okay, that's I was
Yeah, the reason people have to re-up on the toxin, which was only approved for short-term use, is because your body is trying to heal itself by creating new nerve endings.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Your body is just like, no.
Please stop it.
Please stop.
I want to feel and move.
Your nerves are so sad
Yeah.
that you don't want them anymore.
Yeah. So just kill, murder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And so why, like, I'm sorry, it makes this horrific experience happen in a person, pretty much kills them. Like,
Yeah. If it gets to your lungs, no more breathing.
yeah, yay,
No more. Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Why and how did the beauty industry
Yeah.
jump on this?
Okay, so originally, because once people figured out it's the deadliest thing that ever existed, militaries were like, oh, cool, I wonder how many people we can kill.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So it was originally tested for a weapon of war, a biological warfare. Saddam Hussein was said to have stockpiled it. Japan used it on prisoners of war. And America was like, Daddy's going to take it from here. And we started testing it in Camp Detrick, which is where also they did, what's it called? M50, what's that experiment on like mind control? MK Ultra.
MK Ultra.
So that's where they did that. MK Ultra. Control. So that's where they were testing it. And then this eye doctor was like, wait, I wonder if, since it relaxes your muscles, if people who have twitching eye and crossed eye, which is a dysfunction of like overactive muscles or whatever, not a doctor, I wonder if it can relieve that, because that was his job, right? And so he somehow he's like, dear government, can I have the deadliest weapon on earth? And they're like, sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
I just want to put it inside people.
Yeah. So he tests it, kills a bunch of animals, as you do.
No.
Yeah, because you have to.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
know that's how all of it works.
All the
but
medicine.
Yeah.
little monkeys and mice, and then he figures it out, and he's like, wow, and he genuinely, brings relief to people who had these troubles their whole life. And then another eye doctor starts to use it. This is like the 80s, 1989, I think it gets FDA approval for under the brand name Oculinum. And another eye doctor, Jean Carruthers, and her plastic surgeon husband are like, wait a minute, patients are asking for more because they're like, I look so untroubled. Can you just put a little extra? There's a little extra. And they publish a report that's like, hey, this could be used for cosmetic reasons.
Ugh.
And then the sharks start circling from
Yeah.
there. And that's where we get Allergan. And a very long story, like how does it migrate from weapon of war to beauty? So this is how it starts. And then Allergan, which is just like the perfect villain name for a pharma company, I think. They're now owned by AbbVie or something. Anyway, they're like, it can relax. Wait a minute. We know how effective it is to market to insecure, people who want to look perpetually Epstein classy. Billionaire
Like
class.
children?
Yeah, like forever young.
Yeah.
So It's so they get it approved for Botox Cosmetic in 2002.
Oh, wait. Whoa. What?
Yeah.
That feels like so. I feel like it.
Like a long time?
Like a short
Like
time.
a short time ago. It is pretty, I mean,
Pretty recent.
yeah, from the grand scheme of things. And it took, 89 and then till 2002. So they get it approved, but they left out some evidence to get it approved.
Of course.
And we'll get into that because it's pretty nasty. And then it's like takes off. So like most beauty treatments, we start to see celebrities using it. And then all the middle class people are like, I want to be like a celebrity because then I'll get ahead. And then it's becoming very popular. Now it's not until 2005, 2006, this woman named Dr. Charlotte Helton I think it's her 5th appointment. So she starts getting Botox.
On herself.
On herself. She's a doctor. She grew her own practice, OBGYN, very respected in her community. And she starts getting, Botox and 50 units, which is not, it's more than the FDA approved dose, but it's not uncommon in cosmetics. So for reference, units.
Yeah, what is a unit?
Oh, the units are so interesting. 1 unit is a measurement of death.
Okay. So, what does that mean? A measurement of death
Of mice.
of mice.
Yeah. So
But not men.
If you're not, well,
Of mice and men.
I guess how big is the man?
Very
A little man. Yeah, it's LD50, which is lethal dose 50%, which is what people who are experimenting on really deadly toxins use to assess like how much of the population will reliably die, so that we can see where that, like, what 1 unit is like the threshold of safety or like death. Like that's where you don't, if you go below that, you're maybe getting safer. If you go above that, done, dead.
One.
1 LD50 will kill 50% reliably of the population, or probably more, but it's like average.
People get 50?
50 units. So for a person, a grown adult, I forgot what the maximum, I think maybe it's 400 or something, maybe it's 200. So
Okay.
It depends on, like, cosmetic doses are different than migraines, or if you have muscle spasticity and medical doses. But 50 units, I think it was 20 was approved, maybe 20 here, something like that. So it's not crazy.
Okay.
It was pretty normal. And everything was going fine until this one day, everything fell apart from getting this injection. She describes it as feeling like she's electrocuted. She gets a neuropathy. She can't get out of bed. She is just like wrecked.
How soon after, do you know?
Within a couple days, she starts getting symptoms.
Wow.
And it's getting worse and worse and worse until eventually diagnosed with botulism.
Whoa.
Iatrogenic, which means from like if you're injected versus if you ate something. Yeah.
Interesting.
And she takes them to court.
Yeah.
So she enlists this lawyer, Ray Chester, who's very important for all these cases that ensue. And she takes them to court and is like, you didn't say that I could get botulism from this. And sure enough, it's not on the label, which at that point there was no black box label.
Warning. Yeah.
Which means proceed with caution or maybe not at all. It's the highest form of warning from the FDA. But that wasn't there yet. So she goes to court and they fight viciously. According to Ray Chester, they're like super vicious. They call her a liar, a malingerer. They say no chance that this could be from our product. And you must have, they tried to get her to take a psychiatric evaluation because woman. And
Woman be crazy.
yeah, they're like, it's psychosomatic.
Jesus.
She has to give up her practice. She can't work anymore.
Right.
And eventually, and this is like where a few things start coming out in these law cases. The discovery process starts to reveal stuff. And in this one, it turns out that they've been marketing it for off-label use, which is illegal. A doctor can say we'll give it to you for migraines, even if it's not approved. A pharmaceutical company can't do that. They can't say, it's totally fine. And their VP of sales admitted that they were doing that. It's a kitty.
Here she comes. Well, she will. Their VP of marketing.
VP of sales was like, yes, we trained all of our salespeople to tell doctors that it's totally fine. It can't cause botulism for sure. And then they also there was this independently commissioned, the pharma company, Allergan, commissioned this bioestera, I think it's called, to look at adverse reporting. So adverse reporting meaning I got botulism or I'm blind or whatever. And they discovered, now that assumes that people know that it's from Botox, which why would they if they're never told what it's from, and it could be within hours or days.
Yep. And it's completely harmless.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah. Nothing could happen. And you're a woman, so if you have symptoms, they're not real.
Yeah. Hysteria.
Yeah. Ugh. So they found there were 207 adverse reports that they found, and Allergan's like, no, revise.
What?
And they came back, revise again. No, revise 4 times until the report said 26.
How?
They're like, no.
How is
we disagree with how you assessed what it's from. That couldn't be from Botox.
And because they were not an independent research thing?
I don't know how they got away with it. It's like they just decided, this doesn't meet our parameters for acceptable correlation or whatever.
Wow.
But they made them revise it. So 90% reduction is like 90%. It's like they say the corporate strategy, if at first you don't succeed, hide the bodies, which is like exactly what, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So that was the first case. The jury said, you know what, Charla, we award you. And it was, I think, $15 million. That
15 million?
I think that's what it was.
Her practice, she can't fucking practice anymore.
Yeah.
Is that pause in this story and timeline? Is it for life? There's nothing that can be done.
Once you get botulism, you can get there is a cure you can get from the CDC, but you have to specially request it, and you have to know that you have botulism symptoms.
And it has to be within a certain period of time.
Yeah. I don't remember what that is. 36 hours or 72 hours or something.
Whoa!
It's like pretty, yeah. Otherwise, you might be dealing with this for the rest of your life.
Or dead. Which you would be dealing with it for the rest of your life.
But you won't age. Yeah.
So then it works.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
It is. It's effective.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like this big case.
And that was the first one.
The first one for cosmetics. There was one before that. It was a woman whose kid died from having the toxin. She ended up losing that case, and I don't have the details exactly right, but it was basically the jury decided it is dangerous. It could cause death, but we can understand that you wouldn't understand that as a layperson, but too bad for you. And
wait, what did her son get it for?
I think he had cerebral palsy, or it was some kind of muscle spasticity.
Okay.
And so they get higher doses, and he died. Yeah, and then Allergan was like, "Oh, you have a dead kid, and this trial put you out of work. Give us $450,000."
What?
Yeah.
How did that work?
They countersued or were like, "You wasted our time. You like misrepresented us. You're causing a reputational damage." Now, by the way, she sued before the following case, where there's another mom. Her kid, Jackson Wells, I think he was 3 years old. He was 6 or 7 by the time this went to trial. Jackson Wells had leg spasticity, got quite a high amount injected, goes on a ventilator, fighting for his life, and then has permanent damage. He gets off the ventilator, but he needs care for the rest of his life. And in that case, they discovered that not only are they marketing illegally and convincing doctors it's totally fine, but 2 things in this one. One, they go to Europe. They're like, yo, Europe, this could cause damage that wasn't previously reported. We just want you to know that. And they intentionally decided, let's not tell the American doctors because that's our biggest profit center.
Oh my God. How do these companies not just immediately get put out of business?
It's yeah, the power they have. And then the other was they neglected to reveal to the FDA or anyone else, you know, that amount that we said is totally fine for kids, even though we weren't supposed to tell you that, that actually killed monkeys in testing. So who does that? And
so they knew that was another question. It was they knew, of course. I should not be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. So they, after, you know, this stuff starts coming out, it's like 2 weeks into trial, they're like, let's make a settlement. And they offered some kind of undisclosed amount.
Wow.
But had the previous mom kind of known, you know. Yeah. And there's one more, which is crazy. This guy, he's a veteran, gets injects in his hands for muscle tremors and ends up with permanent brain damage.
So how does this happen? Like, it's injected into the muscle?
Yeah. So, yeah, you're trying to get it in the muscle because if you get it in the bloodstream...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. You're already dead. So you try to get it into the muscle.
Yeah.
Try. And isn't it wonderful that like estheticians and stuff or like nail techs can do this shit now?
Yeah. It's like a weekend seminar. Every state's a little different, but
I love it.
And it's by feel. Like they're not using you know? And all of them, the training, it was just like what's it called? Oxycontin. Same playbook. Remember when that Purdue and Oxycontin, that show?
Dope Sick or something like that?
Dope Sick's great.
It's a great show.
Yeah. But same thing. They illegally train. They give doctors money. They're like, hey, we'll pay you to go talk about how safe this stuff is. By the way, it's super safe. It's so safe. It's super safe. And now this narrative is taking hold for years and years and years and years and years. How many people would think it's not safe?
Do doctors not do their due diligence, or if the due diligence is done, is it just that the pharmaceutical companies are giving them bunk, cherry-picked reports?
I think it's a combination. Like they're so swamped with so much stuff, and then they're kind of like, you know, it seems to be helping people if they're not hearing about adverse reports because people aren't making the connection.
Right.
And there's all kinds of stuff it can cause. There even more stuff that's coming out about it, but there's that. And then, you know, I talked to people who do this for a living. They're like, it's totally safe. Never heard of anything of what you're talking about. Because I was bringing in studies. It's like, have you heard of these things or these lawsuits? They're like, no, I've never heard of anyone getting sick. And I'm like, wow, it's like, I don't know what the equivalent of saying, well, I don't know anyone who's gotten it, who's gotten any kind of, you know, anxiety. It can cause anxiety. It's like all kinds of stuff that can come up. And I just feel like this narrative got stuck in people's brains where they're like,
the first narrative wins.
Yeah. It's going for years.
Yeah.
And then even, it's like doctors should also know, because it now has a black box warning, Allergan fought for it not to say cause botulism. The language they used is may cause distant spread of toxin effect. Botulism. Yeah. And who's going to read that? Just like how many, all of you are diligently reading all of the terms and conditions of everything. But now the doctor, if you haven't told your patient about these warnings, who's now liable?
The doctor, not the pharmaceutical company.
The pharmaceutical company is no longer liable.
Because they've put a very vague black box warning.
Yeah. And
that
also,
consumers don't really know nor care about.
Nobody's going to read that shit.
Yeah.
And it's also like burden of proof is on you. Prove that it's from this. How are you going to do that?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is. I still have the question of like, how does it spread? Like, how does it make these things happen? And I don't know if you'll be able to answer that question or not. But one extreme tangent that I probably will not be able to make into a good thought, but it's fine. I'm going for it. I listened to this podcast where I think they're brilliant, so smart. Those are the same thing. Really awesome people, and they dive deep into a lot of like really deadly or toxic or whatever kind of diseases and bacteria and all that kind of stuff, how it affects the human body and what we've noticed about it over history. And they did something on Botox, but I don't remember there being a lot of stuff around the adverse effects.
Right.
And it's like, it just, even those people who do so much research, it's like these things are hidden.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
Yeah. And like I was just telling you earlier, I was talking to a client of mine the other day, and they were talking about Botox, and I offhand said, yeah, the most deadly toxin in the world. And they were like, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean the most deadly toxin in the world? They did not know that Botox was botulinum toxin.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind. And not because of them, but just like, it has been so disconnected from what it actually is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the people are getting it in their faces.
Into your face. So this is the crazy. It's like the militaries couldn't figure out how to use it as a weapon of war, but a pharmaceutical company figured out how to get us to inject it to like stop expressing our faces, especially women.
Yeah.
We see it in men too. Like they want everyone. They want all the market share.
Which, you know, like there's the aspect of that it could literally kill you, but you know, other than that, all these other side effects and diseases and and the impact that it can have on your own mental health and your own emotional capacity. But then it's also the piece of like, if you're a mom and you have Botox and you can't lift your eyebrows or make any other face but this, sorry, I had an expression on my face. How fucked up is it to teach your child how to be a human if they're just looking at this?
Yeah.
And in this moment, I want us to zoom in on my face. This is how much you can express. I'm probably expressing too much. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
what are the babies learning? I don't know.
So we know that when there is a lack of expression, a lack of attunement
Between mother
and infant, between parent and infant, but it really is mother and infant. It can adversely affect that child's ability to connect relationally.
Yeah.
And even if you're expressing vocally, tonally, it does not substitute for showcasing expression and happiness and sadness and like anything on the face.
Yeah.
So it's not just the generation that are getting it at 16. It's also the babies who are being raised with these wonderful humans that do not know what they're doing.
Yeah, no, this is the thing that's like, the thing that's really annoying. You know, I tried to talk with a lot of people about this when I was doing research and trying to be very careful, but a lot of people would be quick to take offense.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not trying to blame the women.
No.
That's part of the problem.
Exactly. We're blaming the fucking pharmaceutical companies.
And the system it's this marketing system and like the whole, you know, aging face. Which part?
That we're blaming the pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, we're not liable.
No.
I don't know.
Anyway. Aging face.
The aging face wasn't always a sign of. It was like elders were the people. They have the stories that shows on their face.
Yeah.
They survived.
Yeah.
And now it's like, when did this start in the Western culture? And I think there's a connection between equating your value with how much they can extract from you. And if you look tired or you look like you're aging,
oh wow,
you can't produce as much. So we shouldn't look like we're tired. I am tired. It's a tiring place and time.
If you're not tired, are you really
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, I'm so happy for you if you're not tired.
I know.
But like,
Give us your drugs.
how?
Yeah.
How?
It's really, I don't know. This is a part of the insidious whole thing of this. It's like, because you should be allowed to do what you want. You know, you shouldn't be judged for it. But the reality is you're going to be.
Yeah.
And there are consequences. There's ageism. There's all kinds of. So it's like, where do you, I mean, people I love use this stuff. And so I don't want to be like.
Yeah.
At
It's
all.
not on the individual level, just as most everything. Like, climate change, everybody make sure that you recycle all the things. It's like, okay, well, those people are not the ones who are doing the climate change. It's the fucking companies.
Yeah, just the giant forces. Yeah, and this is it's like, I don't know what the solution is, but I do think some awareness of like, this can be the chances. We don't really know. We don't really know what the chances of it could be your first time getting injected. It could be your 100th time.
Because they're also not reporting it accurately or taking accountability of the fallback.
Yeah, exactly. The repercussions. And even 2024, Megan McHugh, I think her name is, she gets 12 units.
Knowing all the people's names.
It's all on the top of my head. I have been obsessing about this for like 2 years. And you have to find these legal cases and then people who are reporting. And then there's tens of thousands of people in these support groups who found each other who are like, oh.
Damn.
Oh, and I've been gaslit. My doctors aren't told the truth.
Yeah.
And then when I go to get help, which is this woman she has 12 units of Xeomin, which is not very much. Xeomin, by the way, is the same exact toxin. It's marketed as healthy or what do they call it? More pure because
more pure bad toxin that will kill you?
Yeah, they actually strip out I have another fun fact about this one. They strip out a protein. That's the difference. It's like, I think of it as one of them is just add salt, one of them is add sugar, one of them is add milk. It's like lactose or lactase or something.
Yeah.
But Xeomin, D-Sport, Juvo.
Add lactate?
Something. Don't quote me on that part.
Enzymes.
Yeah, things that are slightly different. Same toxin. That's the point. Same toxin. And Xeomin has Gwyneth Paltrow and Christina Aguilera advertising it.
Gwen. Just,
oh my God.
Like, if you're gonna go all natural,
yeah,
go all natural. I guess botulinum toxin is natural.
It is.
So.
The toxin itself is natural.
Huh. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Goop.
I guess. Yeah, smooth those jade eggs, you know.
Do people...
Yeah, I've heard of that. To get your balls less wrinkly.
What?
Yeah. People are doing it in their
vagina, but balls. Yeah. Are you concerned about the wrinkles on your balls?
Botulinum toxin.
That is so sad.
Yeah, for every 3 months you can re-up.
What?
Yeah.
Do men get filler in their ball sack?
Oh, I guess anyone can do anything now. Filler's a whole other rabbit hole. Oh my God.
I don't know anything about filler.
It's a different beast. I mean, it's not made from a poison.
Right. But it still is perpetuating the thing of, and I'm sure it's also not
dissolving.
Great for you.
It's not going away.
Yeah,
it just sticks around forever.
You have to like get it sucked out. Anyway.
Yeah. Whole other.
Megan
McHugh.
Megan McHugh.
Yeah. So she tries to get help because she's getting symptoms of botulism, and I think it was like 3 or 4 times she's asking for help.
And you said she got 12 units.
12 units.
So that's way less
than
what they say is.
It's a small amount. So you would think like. People are hearing stories. If people start to get information, they're like, well, I'm only getting a little bit. It's only like for it's a sprinkle. Like nothing bad's going to happen. But you don't know.
Yeah.
She didn't know. And then she goes to get help and they're like, you just have what did they say? You just have anxiety, which maybe is true from the toxin. So she starts a whole group around this.
It's not about the toxin, the anxiety piece.
Yeah.
She's still experiencing symptoms
of
other things.
Brain fog. Yeah, you get like nerve pain, all this. It's the other thing is they used a Xeomin for this recent lab study. So they like replicate a brain because it's unethical to like inject people's brains for some reason.
That's weird.
And who's going to pay for the studies to show that it could cause, or just to assess whether it can cause damage? After long-term use,
government.
Yeah,
it should be on the pharmaceutical company.
I think probably Kristi Noem would approve of this. So in this, And I didn't. Oh God. She's great. People are like put in jail for ice or something. Okay, duh. Ice is cool. Wyatt. Oh shit. Can
When
I
you
edit
get an
that?
injection, make sure to put ice on your face.
Yes.
Is what we're talking
Yes,
about.
exactly. That's what we meant. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it is cool because it is freezing.
It is. It is ice cold.
What?
Right. So lab study. They're like, wonder what happens if you use repeated doses, like what people do, because it wears off, because it kills your nerves. So you have to
Right.
kill more nerves.
Right.
And in this study, it's showing, so there's these processes, I think it's called I don't know, is it retrograde axonal something, whatever.
That sounds smart and
It sounds
correct.
smart. Yeah. And it's traveling to your brain.
Oh.
So this is showing that it's causing neurons to like just collapse, and then it's releasing tau. I think it's a TAU, and then that causes
What is that?
It's like a sticky thing that when it gets loose, it's associated with Alzheimer's. It's like a sticky residue that builds up in your brain because your damaged cells are releasing this stuff that's supposed to stay inside of a cell. So it could cause Alzheimer's or
dementia.
other related. Yeah, it could cause brain damage.
Wow. It sounds really good.
Yeah, and if you do it young enough,
Ugh.
maybe you'll stop feeling sooner.
That's the thing is like we do know that there's a whole thing about children not being able to. No, I'm not going to go into that. It's no. Nope, we're not opening the can of worms. But they don't know what it does long term on a human. We've only had it for beauty for 24 years at this point. That's not long enough. And the fact that they're not really studying any of the adverse effects.
And who's going to go read lawsuits besides me?
You. Yeah, I get to benefit from not reading them.
Yeah, I find it's really interesting. I don't get half the case law they're talking about. They usually explain some of it, but it's like you see the arguments that they're making and the stuff that they presented in front of a jury and how the jury is saying like, oh yeah, that's kind of, maybe we should give you some money for that. Oh, you're like permanently brain damaged. Whoops.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we circle back? Do you know how, like, so they're injecting it into a muscle.
Yeah.
Then how is it traveling?
That's
along the nerve?
Retrograde, I don't know the name. It's like retrograde axonal transport. Some people who are smarter than me will remember the name, but that's where the idea is. It's like traveling backwards, and so it's like getting out of
the
its
nerve.
I think so. Yeah, it's but it gets out of the location as intended. It does spread. Like it's proven that it can spread. So
is it like rabies? Where the way that it spreads isn't like if you ingest it, does it spread that way on your nerve
I don't know.
pathways?
I don't know. Rabies. What if you
love
had rabies
rabies.
and
I don't love rabies. I think it's fascinating. What if you had rabies and botulinum toxin?
Which one would be
Which one
worse?
would kill you first?
Yeah.
Botulinum. Rabies can take a very long time.
Probably.
It really depends on where you've been bit and like other factors.
Yeah. So like over inject me with Botox. I'd rather go that way. I don't know. Would I? Gross.
I don't know. I don't know. This is where it would have been interesting to do more research, and I'm talking to myself because I did no research around what happens if you eat it. Like, what is the course of the illness
Of
How
botulism?
quickly
Botulism?
Does it hit all of that?
Yeah, I don't know when you eat it.
I mean, I guess
it goes straight to your bloodstream. I guess
I have a phone.
we have devices.
and I'm not ashamed.
How are you doing on battery over here?
How are you doing on battery?
I don't know. I can't see my battery.
Botulinum toxin.
It's still going.
All right, let's look. Ooh.
What What happens? How does it work?
Should we be super basic and use Wikipedia? Why not? It's a neurotoxic protein. And it is considered the deadliest known natural substance ever recorded in the chemical literature. Isn't that fun?
Crazy.
It's very fun.
It's so full of fun facts. Like, the history of this stuff is so cool for how strange it is to me.
Wow. Keep telling us stuff while I
people
try to
should
find
know.
things.
Everyone should know this. The bad sausage fest. The
Sausage
biological warfare experiments. The LD50, the units of measurement. The doctors I spoke to didn't even know what LD50 was. I don't think most people are told about that or what a unit means. Yeah. What else? Even in that Charlotte Helton case back in 2007, I think was when the lawsuit was, something around then. She argued that around 60,000 people probably had adverse, and that was back then.
Whoa.
So I don't know how many people or the ratio. But this is the whole thing. If you do get these symptoms, there's a whole long list. If you ask your doctor for the warning, make sure they go over the black box with you. If you do care about like your health and ramifications. And then if you do have symptoms of like tingling nerves or shortness of breath or more obvious things like a drooping face, your eyelids stop working, your brain hurts, you're anxious, your nerves hurt. There's a whole lot of other stuff. There's support groups you can join, and don't let people gaslight you. Like you might get botulism.
That's something to name. It's like a lot of people, because doctors take such an expert role in the room, a lot of people give away their own power. Mm-hmm. And in any situation, this is my soapbox, you need to be your own advocate. If something does not feel right to you, if you don't understand what they're saying, if they're throwing a lot of shit at you and you're like, that's a lot of jargon, ask them what they mean.
Yeah.
They need to be able to explain things to you in simple terms, or you should go see another doctor.
Yeah.
And don't take anything unless they can tell you why.
That's the other crazy thing to me is like a lot of the culture who are anti-vaccine are pro-Botox.
Yeah.
Like if the logic doesn't make sense to me, if you don't trust a pharmaceutical company, which I understand why you wouldn't, why would you then trust these other pharma companies? It doesn't, I don't know, like just be wary. Have some healthy skepticism.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the thing about I bet you, so they're still trying to prove the connection between reduced expression and reduced feeling.
Found it.
But once they prove that, which I think they will, which is like, what is it, biofacial feedback hypothesis, biofeedback, whatever. Your face makes expressions and you feel, and like then they feed into each other.
That's why they're like, if you're sad, smile.
Yeah. And yeah, so once they figure out how to make that case strong enough, you better believe we're going to see Botox for depression or whatever they name it. Deprex, Optex,
Optimex.
No.
I don't like that.
Well, I'm not branding it, okay?
Watch it be called that now. They take it from you. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
So, botulinum, caused by Clostridium botulinum toxin, is a descending, symmetric, flaccid paralysis that begins descending, so cascade.
Yeah. Goes down.
Movement goes down. Symmetric, both sides. Mirrored. Flaccid, paralysis that begins with cranial nerve impairment, leading to blurry vision, droopy eyelids, difficulty swallowing, and slurred speech before progressing to muscle weakness and potentially respiratory failure. Symptoms typically appear within 12 to 36 hours post-exposure, though they can range from 4 hours to 8 days.
And then that's the progression of it until you die,
Yeah.
if it's foodborne.
Yeah, if you've had enough, or if you have an underlying issue that you didn't know about or they didn't make the connection with yet. What?
Infant botulism occurs when spores are ingested, leading to constipation, poor feeding, and a floppy baby syndrome.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's
apparently why they can't eat honey or something, right? Honey,
what?
they can't, yeah.
Why can't
Not a
babies
doctor.
eat honey?
I just obsessively research and then study. I do study narrative warfare, though, so I can't understand how they tell a story that will convince you that it's totally fine, it's totally safe. Totally fine. Totally safe.
Totally fine.
The safest.
Oh, it is because of botulinum toxin that babies shouldn't eat honey.
You don't want a floppy baby from eating too much honey.
I see a new comic coming. Yeah, it's harmless to older children, but the baby's immature digestive system can't neutralize the spores. Wow. See, it's these things. It's like we have this myths or folklore or like real truths, but just like sayings, old wives' tales.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Circulating in the general population, but we don't know why.
Why the floppy babies?
Yeah, like why can't you give your baby
Honey. Yeah, well, good to know. They might die.
Because they might die from botulinum toxin.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
But you should put it in your face.
But you should make sure that while you are breastfeeding your child, you are putting it inside your face.
You will look great doing it, or you'll look a certain way.
You'll look
until you can't see.
wow.
Yeah.
Or shut your eyes because your eyelids are.
Close your
But
eyes.
it's not about the individual person.
No, and this isn't. This is like the thing. I mean, like I said, so many people I know and love use it, and it's like the last thing I want is because then people aren't going to be receptive to that anyway. It's like it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But it isn't. It's like you should. We do all kinds of stuff to modify ourselves. So we get piercings, we get tattoos, we dye our hair.
Yeah.
So it's like you should feel like do whatever you want, but also
know the risks.
Be aware.
That's the thing.
And they're
It's
not
like-
getting informed consent.
Exactly. Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And truly, you are allowed, in my book, you should be allowed to do absolutely anything
To your
to
own
your
body.
own body and to your own self. But you should know what it is you're getting into.
Yeah.
And when you have that choice taken away from you, or that truth of the matter taken away from you, like you can't actually make an informed decision.
Yeah.
And then you become a victim of industry.
If something happens to you, who do they blame? You,
Well,
woman.
you had an underlying condition of being a female.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Oh, they didn't tell you that was okay.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to be in part of the insurance things we have to deal with.
Yeah, it's coming. I can feel it in my uterus. Anyway.
I think that's a good place.
Yeah, you have any questions?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Talk to us. Tell us about what our show is called.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
What's the name?
Yeah.
What's our names?
yeah. Oh, hi. I'm Jocelyn.
Oh. I'm Betty.
Shit.
I'm Courtney.
You can call me Al. Is that? I can call you Betty.
Oh.
Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al.
Should we be Betty and Al?
Betty and Al. We could just switch who's who.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Okay, bye.
Doesn't that sound fun?